Hey, this is Sorceron of Abigail Williams, and you're watching MPJ.
You guys just released your second album in Absence of Light in September. And you guys, this time you went without like any keyboards to have more like of a raw sound in that. What else did you guys do to kind of prepare, and your approach on the album was different this time?
We didn't really prepare for anything. I think that was the difference. You know, we set aside the time to do it, and you know, I think, you know, it was a new lineup, new people. We've had a lot of different lineups, but so I wanted to really make it more of like a band effort, if possible, you know. So we locked ourselves in a studio for like 30 days. And as we were writing, we were recording everything. So the first like 20 days or so, we just like wrote just tons of shit, you know. And then once we knew we had a bunch of songs, we're like, all right. So the last 10 days we spent recording, you know.
When you guys started that writing process, you only had, was it like 2 songs though?
Yeah. Actually
done and ready to go?
Yep. And even those ones we changed a bit, you know. But you know, we ended up with just tons of stuff, but we just kind of condensed it down. I mean, I guess the reasoning behind that was with the last album, when I made the demos, I preferred the demos to the finished product. It had like a better vibe, a better feeling. It came across more honest sounding. Just sounded like how the song was intended to sound. So I figured maybe if we essentially the songs are the demos, you know what I mean? It's like, well, we're writing the song, let's just record it right now too, you know. So and I think it worked out, you know. It's all experimentation for us. The lack of keyboards, it was just something we wanted to try, you know. It's not a definite like thing. I think it's important to approach an album from a different perspective. People argue like, oh, don't you want to like find the sound for the band? And not really. I'd rather make an interesting album for myself each time. If I found the same sound and keep doing it over and over, I don't see how it's going to be interesting for myself. And of course, some fans might like it, but I don't know. I'm the type of guy, when a band keeps releasing the same type of album, it's boring to me. I like a band that recreates itself each release.
Now, even your lyrics though, like, is it like you wrote them the same day that you recorded them? Is that?
Yeah.
How does that work? Because it would, like, do you have ideas for songs and then, or is it just what kind of came to you while you were there?
Yeah. Maybe I might have had ideas, but nothing like on paper, you know. Nothing that I solidified. But yeah, basically, all right, I need to do this today. I'm feeling, I didn't like say I have to do this song today or this song today. I would wake up, we'd hang out, do our thing, and then I go, you know what, I'm feeling this song today, I'm gonna write the lyrics, you know, and I do it, and came pretty quick, you know.
So you never really felt like pressured or under the gun, really?
A little bit, you know, but nothing too bad.
Nothing where it hindered you.
Yeah, nothing hindering. I felt more pressure on the last album, even though I had more time on some of the songs. There was songs on that where I wrote the lyrics. I was finishing up 10 minutes before I was performing them too, but for the most part I did them in advance, you know. And I mean, I don't know, I think there was more pressure with that because, I don't know, it felt like there was like expectation on our part, you know, from everybody involved, which was, it just sucked, you know. It didn't feel good to have that, you know. So with this, we felt like the band doesn't have some sort of hype like people, you know, thought we did. We can just relax, do what we need to do, you know, and make the music. And so it just came together pretty easily. You know, I'm not saying I think it's the best we could have done, because it's obviously not. If we spent more time, we could have done better, but it was a good, I think it was a good process. And next time we'll probably try to meet somewhere in the between, you know, two different, you know, we'll probably record and then sit on it for like a month, make sure we like everything, and then fix anything we want. Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's good, because then it always keeps you challenged and to, you know, like, yeah. I think every musician's like that. Like, once they're finished, they think of things that they could have done, and so.
Yeah, like when we started preparing the songs for live, you know, we're like, well, obviously we haven't like played these together that really essentially, you know. I started coming up with new ideas, like, oh, we should do it like this. Yeah, it's like, fuck, we should have just did that, you know. But that's the sort of things we want to eliminate next time, you know. So when we didn't have much time, we had tours and we're in other bands and things like that. We had only so much time to do it. So the next time we're gonna set time, like more time for us to, you know. The first time we played the songs live was before the record came out, and even then we were like, damn, we're already thinking of new ways that we could have done it. So it was just, you know, it's frustrating when, you know, but whatever. Even the songs on the album before, though, we play different, you know. I'll be like, I think I'm just gonna play this here. You can keep doing that, but I'm liking this right now, you know.
Right.
You just improvise a little bit, you know. You know, there's a live version and a studio version. So.
And that'll always probably keep evolving as time goes on, too.
For sure.
So.
A lot of bands do that, you know. So it's pretty natural, I think.
Yeah. Now you actually produced the album yourself too, right?
Yep.
And then you guys sent it to have it mixed elsewhere. How did that come about? Like, how did you choose where to send it? And
I guess, yeah, I mean, the production I wanted to do myself. I thought about mixing it too, but I thought maybe it'd be interesting to give it to someone else, you know, see what they did. And I guess we didn't really overthink it. I mean, we had a list of mixers, and I'm looking at the list, and I'm like, shit, let's get Peter Tochtron, you know. I like a lot of the stuff he's done, so if we can, let's get him. And, you know, alright, worked out. So we're just like, alright, it's pretty easy going deal, you know. So chose him. He was available, and so when we did the production, I already knew he was gonna mix it, so I sort of tried to aim for the sound. Like, I think it's good to send a product to whoever's gonna mix pretty much ready. Otherwise, you know, a lot of guys mixing these days will like recreate the project, and it's like, that's definitely not what we wanted. You know, we wanted it to sound like what we were making it sound like. And it just seemed like he was definitely like a good choice for that. So
Right.
Yeah, sound like what we had going in the studio, but only better. So yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. And the album artwork too. I like it. It looks like an old wood etching thing. That's really cool too.
Yeah. We originally had an artist in mind, and he was taking too long, and we were out on tour with Lightning Swords of Death, and the singer Farron. I was like, hey, you know, maybe you could do our artwork. And he's like, yeah, all right. So we started talking about ideas right then, and we solidified a concept, and then yeah, just went with him. Yeah.